Hello, hello. Just getting this whole thing started. Checking, make sure everything's good. All right, hello. Hello, everyone. And we are going to be live streaming the last, 15 minutes or so of the Kickstarter. I'm going to go ahead and share the link to this on the Twitters. I am so excited about this project. I cannot believe. So I've wanted to do Zine Quest for a long time, and actually, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm going to say we're live and include a link. There we go. All right, so now I can talk to you, the folks at home who are watching this live stream. People have been invited to the Zoom, but I don't see anybody in there yet. When they arrive, I'll be happy to invite them into this discussion. But I wanted to say thank you to everybody who helped make this project successful. It's pretty amazing to me. I did not think that it was going to like end up where it is right now at like more than $7,000. That's pretty crazy to me. I started this project. I wanted to do Zine Quest for a long time now because I've wanted to start actually publishing things that weren't just digital online. And as the deadline came this February, I was working on a Fate adventure and just wasn't really gelling. And I was concerned I wasn't going to have anything quality to do. And then I realized that the Book of Hanz is something that people just haven't had in print. I know that various people have collected it up in various PDFs, and that's been wonderful because I've taken the work that people have collected up and used that as the basis for what I have here. It's also the basis for what is on the Fate SRD. Um, and so I decided, I'm like, I think that I could do the layout for this and everything and have it be a moderately successful Kickstarter for Zine Quest. So I reached out to John Adamas. He's done a lot of work in the Fate, ecosystem. And so I got him to edit it for me. So the editing for this was done basically before the Kickstarter even launched. Thank you, those couple of last minute backers. I saw that start to rotate up. That's pretty awesome. So anyway, so John edited it, and the editing was done before the Kickstarter even started. Which me personally, any Kickstarters that I'm going to run, I'm going to want kind of the bulk of the effort kind of done before the Kickstarter runs because I feel like if you still have to write it, that is in my experience, having backed like 100 Kickstarters, is that writing process takes a variable amount of time. It's very hard to predict. It's a creative process. I understand and I get that, and a lot of people do it on nights and weekends, and that time is fluid and flexible. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. But I had the text in hand. I had done some styling for the layouts just to make sure that it was good, and I launched the Kickstarter. Now, I did some research and figured out kind of like what a minimum was going to be for it, what a good price might be, and I'm like, okay, so $1,500 would be a good, reasonable goal. I figure if I can get 100 people to back me at the like $14, I think it is, I'll have a good project, and everything it'll be nice. I'll have something under my belt, and have gone through this process in a relatively uh, well, I would have learned what's going on. So, but then within the first couple of days, we blew past, just right past that $1,500 goal. And it was astounding. I was floored. The Fate community, the support that everyone has given this project is amazing because the Book of Hanz is really a niche product in an indie game situation. So you've got role players, then you've got Fate role players, and then you've got Fate GMs who want to read the Book of Hanz. And apparently there are 525 of you as of right now, which is pretty cool. So anyway, it blew past that, and then I had to come up with stretch goals. Well, all of the reading that I've done on Kickstarters has kind of told me that stretch goals can be murder because you get kind of caught up in the excitement of stretch goals, and you want to do stuff that's really cool and awesome, and you end up just completely like like spoiling your Kickstarter. You spend all of your money trying to take care of all of these stretch goals that you didn't actually plan for in the beginning, and things get crazy. And this was my first Kickstarter. It's been a long time since I've done a print product. I was a print designer like 20 years ago. And so I needed to be kind of careful. So my first set of stretch goals, the first one was a digital stretch goal, which was the Apocrypha of Hans, which is basically the original posts pulled from Google Plus, formatted and put up on a website. So I bought bookofhanz.com, and that was one of the first stretch goals. And again, we blew right past that. The next stretch goal after that, I thought, okay, so I'm going to do a stretch goal, and I did the math and the turn tracker cards, figuring out, well, first of all, my turn tracker cards were the next stretch goal. They're like 13 card deck that allows you to help you manage elective action order at the table. They're very awesome for managing that sort of thing. They're insanely once you use them for elective action order, they are insanely popular. I've had a lot of people just talk about how much they like love them, and it's a very simple tool. So I'm very happy to have soon, like it looks like about 500 more turn tracker cards out in the world to help people with their table games as soon as we can get back to table games. Uh, and so I set that stretch goal fairly high, figuring maybe in the last 48 hours we would hit that stretch goal. And I was very wrong. I was very, very wrong. In fact, let me check. We're at $7,884. And if I go and check the stretch goals, the Apocrypha was at 4,500, which in the beginning I never thought I'd hit. And then I did the Turn Tracker Initiative cards at $5,432. I picked that number because it's 5432. Around anywhere around there was going to work with the cost versus like contributions to the Kickstarter, and we went right past that like again. Um, and so I was kind of trying to think of what another stretch goal could be. I didn't want to add too terribly much more because I didn't want to like it felt like we had kind of hit enough, and I also didn't want to introduce any junk into the Kickstarter. Um, Sorry, just checking on Zoom, see if anybody has joined us. Nope, but that's okay. Um, Let me actually just check to make sure no one is being locked out. I'd hate to have invited people and then have them locked out. That would be terrible. Nope, that's cool. Anyway, so I thought about it, and then someone had posted in the comments that, hey, why don't you pay people more? It's like, well, that sounds great. I love that idea. And so I set what I thought was a fairly high goal, which was $7,000, to say that Rob and John, so Rob Hans and John Adamus, would both get an extra $200 for this project. Um, and so, hey, we've got somebody in the Zoom. Hold on a moment. Let me switch over to that. Hello, Fred. You're the only
Hello,
one in
one
the
moment.
Zoom. You're the only one in the Zoom right now. And
How exciting.
yeah. Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure.
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes left, and we are at 525 backers.
Right
And
on.
and it's $7,884. I don't think we're going to go over 8,000 in the next 2 minutes, but I'm pretty amazed at how well this is done.
Well, it's something that should have been in print for a while. So I appreciate you stepping up to make that happen.
Hey, it's my pleasure. And I had all the skills to put it together and knew the right people, and it's been pretty good.
You sure did.
So, hey, I like your background.
I might have stolen it from a Fate World. So.
Well, I mean, that's what our work is for, right? For
Yeah,
stealing.
exactly. Just to give me Zoom backgrounds. That's the whole purpose of Eagle Eye.
Uh, yeah, I steal all sorts of backgrounds for work. Most of them are like I try to do like obscure television references to make people guess like what office I'm in. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's good stuff. I want to say that I appreciate everything that Evil Hat did for this, which was you really kind of like retweeted a lot of what I was putting out there. I saw that Tom Lommel has nice new background. Tom Lommel has done a lot of sharing of some stuff. In fact, I just saw on Facebook. I don't log into Facebook very often.
Me either.
Yeah, I saw that he was talking about the turn tracker cards that come with the Book of Hanz, and so I was very excited to
I
see
have
that.
several packs already and use them extensively when there's not a pandemic keeping me away from it.
Oh my goodness, this pandemic is driving me crazy. I've got a bunch of games that I'm like they will be better in person, and they're
Yes.
sitting on a shelf, and so like 2021 maybe. I'm hoping. I don't know. So far, 2021 is really like 2020 Part Two.
Yeah, so
So
far. So far. It's
yeah,
not. I need to get past the wall of summer, I think, because
yeah.
that really seems to be when at least a number of things are timed to get more sane.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at least Dr. Fauci can now actually like share information that is accurate and true.
It's true.
So
It's
that's
exciting.
nice. Yeah, yeah.
Now we're
I'm
down to
enjoying that.
45 seconds, buddy.
Oh yeah, we're counting it down. My very first Kickstarter. I've learned so much from all of the postmortems that you've posted about Kickstarters. So
We try to make sure that it's a learning opportunity for anyone who's interested.
yeah, I'm going to do a postmortem too, and if anything goes wrong, I'll blame you.
Good.
So
That's a good call.
yeah,
That's a good call.
yeah. I
Safe
thought it
move.
would. I thought it would
Safe
work
move.
out
I've,
pretty
I've,
well.
I've done enough things wrong. It makes sense.
Well, I like to contribute my errors to the pile, you know.
Excellent. Yes.
All right, we're almost there. And
10.
9,
I'm not going to
8,
shout.
7. I'm going to 6,
Yeah, please do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, look, it's confetti. Oh man, that is so
Yeah.
cool. That
They
is
put a real light
awesome.
show into it.
Yeah, that is fantastic. That's like the confetti that Fairy has, like the Fairy app that
Oh yeah.
Renee's worked on. Yeah, if there's he actually added buttons that allows you to give good and bad confetti whenever something happens. And I'm like, it's one of those things that it's like, this is totally dumb. You don't need this, but it's really cool, and I'm glad you
Given
have
to
it.
the dark side of the confetti.
This is awesome. Awesome. All right. Now the hard work begins, right?
Yes. Yes. The real thing that gets kickstarted is all the work that follows.
Oh yes, yes. I have a Notion board with all of the tasks that I need to do to like, or at least all of the tasks that I know about right now to get done.
Right.
So yeah. Well, Fred, thank you so much for showing up
Oh yeah, sure.
and
I'm
helping
sorry I
out.
didn't show up earlier. There was just some excitement happening across the street.
That's quite all right. It's the middle of the workday. I literally started the Kickstarter as soon as I could because I was so excited to get it started. I didn't think
Right.
about what was the ending time going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. That stuff can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over time, you figure out how you want to tune that in, but yeah, it is the length of time. It is the length of so, and you clearly drew plenty of attention.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop
Absolutely.
streaming now.
Oh sure.
Everybody have a great day.